I was taking a walk around my yard today. It's March and it was still a cold day, but I happened to notice that some things looked really beautiful, like this weeping cherry that I have in my backyard. There's just something about it that even in the midst of winter when there's no leaves on it, it just looks beautiful. And then I found a tiny little baby blue spruce growing underneath one of the larger trees, and it just really is a great sign of life in the garden, and I was excited to find that under the tree. And I'm hoping that it grows up and that when the big tree needs to go, that it can take its place and continue to be beautiful in the garden. I took a walk over and noticed that some of the snowdrops just were magical. The wind was blowing and the little snowdrops were kind of jingling like jingle bells in the wind. It's just a really great sign of spring when I start to see that these pop up all over the yard. My next stop was over on the side of my yard, and I have a honey rose Heucherella. Beautiful, just watching the leaves blow in the wind. And then I noticed that all of the crocuses were starting to pop up between the fall leaves and all the foliage that was down from the winter. And just that little sign of spring with those beautiful purple tips that open up in the sunshine and close up when it's cold. You just know spring's right around the corner when these are starting to bloom. And then over in a little bit of an area that still had some snow, the red twig dogwood was just shining. The red limbs just extremely bright against the snow, and just making a statement in the yard. And then I noticed the Juniper blue star. The thing that first caught my eye was that there was a little bit of moisture on all of the branches, and it was just twinkling in the sun, and I wish I could have gotten that to reflect here in the images, but I just couldn't seem to capture the twinkle of the moisture on the limbs. Just absolutely beautiful. And then over in my vegetable garden, this Mr. Bowling Ball Arborvitae. Arborvitae looks great in any season, and it looks really especially great right now while everything else is just drab and brown. And it keeps this amazing round shape while it grows. Up in the front garden underneath some other plants, I have this chocolate chip Ajuga, and at any time, they just look amazing with that beautiful red and brown foliage just covering the ground. And the last one that I saw was some Stonecrop, this one being the Angelina Stonecrop, shining brightly in the sun, this bright yellow foliage. See you next time.